SAIKI's documentary. Of course, needless to say that I think she's super duper cool, SAIKI's. I love her voice. I really like BAND-MAID, and I'm guessing that here I will be able to know more about her.
Ah, BAND-MAID.
BAND-MAID,
What a band. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Can you imagine that they had just celebrated their 9 years as a band a few days ago? Do you remember the first time you heard about BAND-MAID? I was thinking, what is this name? Mocking them before even listening to them. I'm sure a lot of you had the same thoughts. And then, after starting to watch them, listen to their music, the laughing stopped. And we were just stunned by their talent.
I do smile when I listen to their music.
We all remember the
so,
first
yeah.
time we listened to BAND-MAID, right? How could we forget that moment? That feeling. This band changed a lot of us, and still is. But who are they? Who are the members of this incredible band? A lot of you know a lot about them, but I'm pretty sure that a lot more don't. Let me tell you a bit of their story, and maybe answer some of the questions you might have with the information that they shared on their multiple interviews. Who will be first? Let's see. We could start with the last member to join. What do you think? All right, let's begin with SAIKI.
Nice.
SAIKI was born on February 8th, 1994
Wow.
in Yamanashi, a prefecture not far from Tokyo.
She's like 10 years
She spent
younger
her
than me.
childhood with her mother and her stepfather, as her parents are
Almost.
divorced. Her mother was born and
Like,
raised in
more
Osaka,
like seven,
and
six,
SAIKI
seven.
describes her mother as a person who doesn't hold anything back and could be very aggressive. A more intense version of SAIKI, if you will. I guess that now you understand where her stage character comes from. It's not just a character, after all. SAIKI was introduced to music at a very early age, around 8 or 9, when her mother took her regularly to the izakaya of her mother's friend, a Japanese pub where you can drink, talk loud, and even sing. Speaking of singing, this particular izakaya had a karaoke, where SAIKI was able to sing a lot. Growing up, SAIKI developed other passions like fashion and shoes, to name a few.
Passion for fashion.
Talking about shoes, you can find...
Let me tell you, I actually follow her on her Instagram, and basically all she's posting is pictures of BAND-MAID or pictures of fashion, like outfits and stuff like that. So yeah, you could tell that she's definitely very, very passionate about fashion and style.
Videos of her showing a room full of sneakers in a series called Maid's Room, available for Omeshu-sama members. She
Really?
also loves to do her nails, and she has posted a lot of photos of her nails done on her Instagram, along with her modeling photos where she poses with various types of clothes. SAIKI is even one of the main models when it comes to feature BAND-MAID clothes for the official shop web.
By the way, guys, buckle up, because I just noticed now that this video is almost 20 minutes. So sorry if it's too long, but yeah, it's very interesting. Hope you don't mind.
Website. SAIKI is also a huge fan of trains. She likes to take photos and visit museums like the Kyoto Railway Museum, where she went in 2016. But there is something else very present in SAIKI's daily life, and it's the only other topic you can see on her Twitter account: the Japanese baseball team, Hanshin Tigers. SAIKI is a huge fan of this team that she has supported for a long, long time. She retweets every victory, and sometimes she just tweets about them. She even talked about the Hanshin Tigers during the radio show she hosted with Miku in 2021. Even though SAIKI was very influenced by her mother when it came to music, she became a huge fan of Namie Amuro just a few years later, and asked to attend a dance school while she continued
No
to
idea
sing songs
who
from
she
all
is.
genres.
Not my genre at all.
Tried to convince her to go to an audition, but SAIKI was not very confident about her voice, thinking that it was not possible for her to sing and dance like her idol. Until one day, for her birthday, SAIKI asked to go to Tokyo to check out life in the big city. It was during that trip that she was scouted from the same agency that managed Namie Amuro. We're now at the start of Saiki's career, first modeling, taking singing lessons, a small appearance as a dancer in a music video from May J called Garden, and then scouted one more time during those lessons by her current agency to audition for a newly formed band. An interesting opportunity, right? Oh, I forgot something. Remember those dance lessons Saiki took? Well, you might wonder where her mesmerizing moves come from.
I mean, a lot of the infos that he's saying, I actually knew them before because, of course, I've been reading your guys' comments under my bandmates' reactions. A lot of people actually told me that she was a dancer before joining BAND-MAID, right? And actually, she studied dancing and stuff like that. And this thing that a lot of bands in Japan are formed by talent agencies, I think is talent agencies is pretty common, right? Because you know, I also see a lot of people that comment, for example, under Baby Metal or Passcode, or even sometimes under BAND-MAID, saying, yeah, but they are a cool band, but I don't like bands that are made by talent agencies, you know, they don't do this because they want to do it, they are just made by talent agencies, and they're basically crafted to be successful, but they don't actually like the music. And I don't think that is really true, right? I mean, not for every band, right? Because, I mean, even if they are crafted, quote-unquote crafted by talent agencies, they might be loving what they do still, right? And I think that's how it just works in Japan. But at the same time, there are people like, for example, BAND-MAID, you can tell they enjoy what they do, right? Being on stage, singing, dancing, playing instruments and stuff. So I think that they genuinely like what they are doing. But there are other bands that, yeah, you can tell that they almost don't want to be there, right? That's, yeah, there's the difference.
Now you know. All right, let's get back to Saiki's audition. At first, she was just informed that a band was looking for a lead singer. She didn't know the name of the band, any of the other members, nor the particularity of this band. The manager of BAND-MAID at this time knew that Saiki would immediately refuse if she had any idea of what was waiting for her with this audition. What a risky move, don't you think? Imagine if he told her and she just passed on the audition. What would have happened? Well, thankfully, we don't have to think of this possibility.
We wouldn't have BAND-MAID as we know them now.
Saiki was invited to listen to the band and sing with them to see if she was a good fit. The other members weren't there when she arrived, but the agency president told her about the concept of the band and, well, Saiki was not really happy about that. But
little fun fact, I never reacted to this music video on the channel, by the way. I don't know why. For some reason, I reacted to basically all the other music videos that they did so far. But this one, the first one, I never reacted to it on the channel. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. It's just random.
Fortunately, for everyone, her desire to follow her passion and sing for a living was bigger than ever. So she passed the audition with a lot of second thoughts like, maid costumes? Really? For a rock band? Will that work? Saiki is not the kind of person who likes to sing cute songs and force herself to be cute just for the sake of it. And don't worry, she will let you know about it pretty quickly. Saiki will also be the first to say that a song is bad if she thinks so. Honesty up front. BAND-MAID performed their first Okyuji with Saiki on August 22nd, 2013 at the Shibuya AX in Tokyo. You can see the short video posted by Akane on Twitter 2 years later.
Look how young they are.
Also, this is the first and only OHRENJE where SAIKI wears an apron, as she took care of it right after the show.
I remember
little apron.
the interview where she went.
After their
I
debut,
didn't like it.
BAND-MAID continued to perform live for 13 performances between August and December 2013. This was the start of a long and wondrous journey for all of them. SAIKI has always been very careful with her body.
Nico
and
wasn't
lifestyle.
playing guitar back
She
then.
is known for eating mostly healthy, drinking the occasional beer, and doing a lot of physical exercise. I'm sure she knew at this time that a lot of shows were planned and she had to stay in shape. Even though their first OHRENJEs might have been pretty short, considering they didn't have a lot of songs in their repertoire. If you look at the set lists from a few years before COVID, BAND-MAID performed more than 20 songs at every show. That's at least... You know what? Let's do some quick statistics. According to Setlist FM, BAND-MAID performed 399 times between 2013 and 2019. This is more than a concert every 6 days. How insane is that?
That's crazy, man.
And their busiest year was 2016, where they performed 101 times.
Wow.
That's more than a concert every 4 days. I can't even imagine how intense this year would have been for all of them.
Man, Japanese are really workaholics, aren't they? that's crazy.
Sorry, I was actually trying to imagine it. Anyway, they played 545 songs this year, so that's a song and a half per day. Well, you would have no excuse to seeing them live this year. I mean, if you were in Japan or close to one of the 9 countries outside of Japan where they travel to, and aware of their existence, of course. That's right. Even with all these performances, BAND-MAID had time to travel to 9 countries for their brand new made Release Tour World Series. If there is a word that will never fit BAND-MAID, it's definitely lazy.
Yeah.
Even though those numbers are really impressive, it quickly became too much for SAIKI, as she wasn't used to singing
the
that
grind
much
is really
in
crazy
such a
for those
short
bands.
period of time.
Oh my god.
And her throat just
I can't
couldn't
imagine.
take it anymore.
Must be crazy.
For 2 years, between 2015 and 2017, her throat suffered to the point where her voice became half as powerful as it was when she joined BAND-MAID. And her vocal technique was also really limited at this time. At the end, she couldn't record an entire song the same day. She had to rest a few days between takes to ensure
that's why she got surgery, right? I think she got a throat surgery.
SAIKI was even forced to speak very faintly for a while and used her voice only for singing. This was a lot of stress for a young lead singer who bet everything on her singing career. Terrified by the idea of having to rely on surgery, SAIKI tried everything to avoid it, but finally realized that she would not be able to sing anymore if she waited any longer. In the summer of 2017, she finally made up her mind and decided to go for it to get, as she likes to say, her new throat. With the help of a vocal coach who had experience with this kind of surgery, SAIKI is now able to sing even better than before and improve her technique while taking care of her throat and her voice. All right, let's hear SAIKI's voice through the years. This is 1 year before SAIKI's surgery during an interview for Japan in Motion.
Yeah, you can definitely tell.
OHRENJE 始めますって言ってから第1音鳴らすんですけど、その OHRENJE 始めますの時ははぁみたいな顔してるんですけど、一発目の音出したらえっていう顔するんで、みんなでしめしめみたいな。
You can hear that her throat seems to be already in bad shape. Let's move to November 2017 with the Shinkiba Studio Coast Live that happened
sounds like
just
when I get a
4
cold.
months after her
Basically.
surgery.
Sound that.
can hear that her voice is not there yet, but she is already incredible. Let's finish our journey with the song Freedom in different live versions through 2016 to 2022. The following recordings are not all from professionals, so don't mind the audio quality for some parts. I hope you will hear enough of her voice just the same. BAND-MAID is now 9 years old.
Yep.
And as she created the band, Miku was always the one to present the band during TV appearances, talk during MCs, or answer to interviews. She was, and
I watched
still
this one,
is,
by the way, on
the
my own,
one
I think.
making a show by playing her cute maid
That
persona
interview.
during all their performances. She is the public image of BAND-MAID. I mean, she was. Because for a few years now, even though she doesn't talk much, SAIKI is at Miku's side for almost all public appearances. We see her speak,
テレビアニメのプラチナエンドというですね、
laugh, clap too late while staring at you without blinking.
2017に出演が決定してますぽーわーい
She even joined Miku on BAND-MAID Nippon, a 20-minute regular radio show available on Nippon Broadcasting System, a sister company of their label Pony Canyon. This radio show aired during the pandemic and was about nothing in particular, actually. SAIKI and Miku talked about their life, their passion, played some games, read some emails sent from fans from all over the world, and just had fun.
バイキングに置いてあるカニ全部食べたっぽね。
食べた。
で、係の方がカニを補充しに持ってきてくださるんですけど、もうほぼほぼお店に誰も人いなくなって、
いなかったよ
いなかった。
お客さんがいなかった
そんなにいなかったっぽ。も
う。いや違う、2人だけだったんだよね、もう。
もう、あれ2人だけだったの
そうだよ。
そうだったっけ。
意外と広かったから端にもいるだろうって思ってた。
いなかったっぽ、もうあの時。
As usual, Miku talked way more than SAIKI, but SAIKI did her part. And I'm sure that a lot of you hope that they will participate in a project like this one in the future. SAIKI also started to talk during Okujis. That's right. We now have SAIKI doing MCs. And as you already know, SAIKI always speaks her mind. I have something to show you. Let me there it is. This is an MC she did during the online Okuji in February 2020.
He doesn't know how to say Okuji.
Let's
Okuji.
watch it, but be careful.
But yeah, appreciate the effort.
There will be tears.
武道館は通過点でゴールではないので、まだまだもっと広い会場の場所でするし、連れてってあげるし、もっともっといい曲を届けてあげるので、もう少し元気に頑張りましょう。では、ご主人様お嬢様に届けます。聞いてください。
From model to lead singer, from shy girl to strong woman, SAIKI keeps climbing the steps of her career, going through her fears, a life-changing surgery, showing more of herself and being more active as a lead member
Incredible
to become the
how
hardworking
can
singer
so much
whose voice
hair
resonates
fit in such
inside
tiny
every
lungs.
maniac all over the world, touching their
That's
heart,
true.
and for some of them, saving their life. To whomever scouted SAIKI and cast her to join BAND-MAID, I have only this to say. Well done. And thank you.
Man, this guy definitely's got a pretty good narrator voice for sure. Casper Michaels, you got a very cool voice, man, for sure. Breaking new production. Nice. Okay, man, this was a lot of very cool informations. I like that. And as I said before, a lot of that I really knew because I read from you guys under the comment section that you told me a lot that she was before a dancer, and the fact that when she joined BAND-MAID she didn't like the apron, so she tossed it away as soon as she could, right? And also you told me that she was a little bit shy before, but now she talks. But I didn't know all that stuff about her throat, like the problems she had at vocal cords, I think, right? The vocal cords problem she had, and the fact that she had to do a surgery. I wasn't well aware of that, so that's new stuff that I didn't know before. Very, very cool. And of course, I'm very happy that now she can sing pretty well, and she recovered. So, and as I understand, she can sing even better than before, right? So yeah, that's cool.